A state of general silliness and outrageous conduct in the public eye, social madness is by all accounts spreading all through America and getting numerous ill-equipped. This peculiarity is epitomized by expanded political polarization, plentiful misleading data, and a breakdown in municipal talk. The quick spread of virtual entertainment channels has been, for the most part, responsible for worsening this pattern by producing close quarters where outrageous feelings are supported and stifled on a mission to differ voices. This has established an environment where close-to-home eruptions and individual assaults supplant contemplated discussions, and realities are sometimes overpowered by drama. The declining trust in traditional establishments is among the most disturbing highlights of this cultural franticness. Numerous Americans never again trust the media, government, or academic local area. Unwarranted bits of gossip and paranoid notions get on quick and at times make functional impacts. For instance, the spread of misdirected data about inoculations has prompted general well-being emergencies, and a few regions have seen avoidable sickness plugs. This question additionally influences the political circle, as unwarranted charges of political decision misrepresentation compromise vote-based interaction and support a polarizing manner of speaking. A main consideration in the development of social madness in the environment where split differences and correspondence are becoming difficult to reach is America's developing polarizing propensity. Throughout the course of many years, political and social divisions have become more articulated as individuals move to philosophically homogeneous gatherings and media sources supporting their ongoing conclusions. A more broken society results from this protected, closed-off environment, which impacts disturbing miscommunications and doubt among many gatherings. Developing sectarian media is one of the primary drivers of this division. Introducing data that accommodates their crowd, linking news organizations, live radio, and web news locales much of the time serve specific political leanings. This particular show of information and occasions can bring about contorted perspectives on reality in which individuals on contradicting political sides are presented with very various stories on similar issues. This peculiarity augments previously existing divisions, as well as making it more challenging for individuals to find shared beliefs or appreciate various perspectives. By taking on calculations that give content that is probably going to connect with clients' main concerns, frequently exciting or troublesome virtual entertainment destinations heighten disruptiveness. This sets off a criticism cycle in which clients, to the detriment of adjusted perspectives, are continually presented with material that upholds their viewpoints and raises their close-to-home inclusion. Online contacts additionally provide secrecy and distance, which energizes more serious and savage experiences, since individuals are more inclined to act forcefully or dehumanizingly when not face-to-face. The developing inlet among metropolitan and provincial regions additionally reflects political polarization. Rustic regions are more moderate, metropolitan regions here and there are more liberal. Different lived encounters and needs coming about because of this provincial polarization help to advance the entrenchment of contrasts. Contingent upon one's local area, issues like weapon control, migration, and environmental change are seen to some degree as unmistakable focal points that shape strategy decisions in some cases. The separation ventures into the field of government, where bipartisan participation is turning out to be fairly interesting. Congress is overwhelmed by gridlock and partisanism, which makes passing regulations or appropriately resolving pressing public issues difficult. Individuals who accept that their administration is either futile or heartless toward their inclinations may get baffled and frustrated by this regulative gridlock. Going with despondency could drive electors toward additional radical up-and-comers and developments targeting breaking the stalemate, normally through extreme activities. Social and family elements obviously show the results of polarization as well. Political contrast can strain or try to strain kinships and family ties. The more profound connection to political characters makes it difficult for individuals to separate political perspectives from individual connections. As individuals look for settings where their viewpoints are affirmed and approved, this can cause social disengagement and, surprisingly, greater entrenchment in philosophical networks. Polarization doesn't absolve schooling or data sharing of its ramifications. With conversations over what ought to be shown and the way that it ought to be conveyed, school educational plans and college grounds have advanced into fields of philosophical difficulty. This governmental issue of schooling can hinder the development of decisive abilities to reason and dissuade legitimate open examination. Honor studies might feel compelled to find a place with winning conclusions or endure social and scholastic side effects, hence smothering scholarly assortment and solid contentious capacity. Moreover, influencing community association and trust in just techniques is developing disruptiveness. Individuals who feel that their political framework is one-sided or slanted against them are less inclined to participate in community events or vote. This withdrawal can subvert the premise of a decent vote-based system and compromise majority rule establishments. Besides, the perspective of wrongness in political decision results driven by charges of extortion or control can cause aggravation and viciousness, as the fallout of the 2020 official political decision plainly shows. This multiplication of social madness is undermining instruction and decisive abilities to reason, which are totally essential for a vote-based system. Sentimentality and quick delight have turned into the fundamental needs, which have downgraded inside-and-out research and clever discussion. Frequently trapped in the crossfire of philosophical contentions, school and colleges ought to be fortifications of data, and basic requests have educational programs and showing procedures politicized. This compromises the limit of the next generation's ability to partake in legitimate discussion and critical thinking, subsequently setting them up to meet the troublesome issues going up against society. Two primary drivers of cultural wildness spreading over America are financial disparities and the pressure of temperamental funds. Well-established harshness and misery have come about because of the rising abundance difference between the rich and the monetarily poor. The distinctions between the living conditions of the affluent and the difficulties experienced by lower-paying families obviously show this division. A developing number of Americans battle with monetary vulnerability, attempting to cover essential requests such as lodging, medical care, and schooling, while a small portion of the populace appreciates incredible wealth and the going with delights. Primary disparities that have been irritated over years are the underpinning of these monetary contrasts. The acquisition capability of the normal American specialist has been highly changed by components including wage stagnation, the fall in trade guilds, and occupation reappropriation. Simultaneously, everyday costs continue to increase, particularly for fundamental necessities like lodging, medical care, and schooling. Numerous families wind up living check to check with practicality zero reserve funds to cover emergencies, with a great many individuals losing their work and engaging to recover even as the economy began to mend. The coronavirus plague underlined and deteriorated these monetary incongruities. Unstudied funds cause a general feeling of stress and nervousness that can truly influence individuals' psychological and actual states. Among the few medical issues associated with constant monetary pressure are despair, nervousness, coronary illness, and a compromised, insuspectable framework. Continually stressed over cash and incapable of helping one's family could make one sad and frantic. As people look for direct arrangements and substitutes for their convoluted issues, these mental and profound tensions become ideal ground for the rise of fanatic thoughts and extremist gatherings. The financial imbalances can cause remarkable variations in asset and opportunity access. For instance, despite the fact that it is at times unreasonably dispersed, schooling is a crucial step toward financial portability. From non-public schools to extracurricular exercises and schooling costs, more affluent families might bear the cost of higher instructional opportunities for their kids. So, what are your views about the social insanity that is spreading across America? The main question is, are you prepared? Share with us in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.